Today we are looking at the benefit of sleeping. But before we go into that, we know that sleep is one of the essential pillars of wellness. It's one of the essential pillars that you need for healthy living. Sleep is very important for the normal functioning of the body. So let's look at the statistics. A US study has estimated that the annual cost of insomnia to be between $92.5 billion to $107.5 billion. 71,000 people suffer injuries every year due to sleep-related accidents. 1,550 people die because of sleep-related accidents. Do you know that 46% of individuals with frequent sleep disturbances report missing work or events or making errors at work compared to 15% of healthy sleepers? So just like eating and exercising is important in healthy living, sleep is also very important. Sleep is a behavior that is fundamental to one's physical, mental, and social well-being. Most sleep disorders are preventable or treatable, yet less than 1/3 of sufferers of sleep disorders seek professional help. Sleep problems constitute a global epidemic that threatens health and quality of life for up to 45% of the world's population. 3 elements of good quality sleep are the duration of the sleep, continuity of sleep, and the depth of sleep. Research shows that we spend up to 1/3 of our lives sleeping. Sleeping is a basic human need, much like eating and drinking, and is crucial to our overall health and well-being. Sleep, like exercise and nutrition, is essential for metabolic regulation, both in children and adults. There is a link between sleep deprivation and childhood obesity. Even for adults, there is a link that when you sleep less, you tend to eat more and you tend to add more weight. Breathing regularly during sleep is critical to maintaining well-being and health. Persistent interruptions of the breathing function during sleep is called sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a common disorder that affects 4% of men and 2% of women. Sleep apnea causes daytime sleepiness and fatigue and may lead to conditions such as hypertension, ischemic heart diseases, that's the various cardiovascular diseases such as heart attack, heart failure, stroke, and diabetes. Lack of sleep or poor quality of sleep is known to have a significant negative impact on our health in both the long term and short term. Lack of sleep causes impact on attention span, on memory recall, and on learning. Poor quality of sleep is related to depression. It has everything to do with anxiety and psychosis. Poor quality of sleep or sleep deprivation or not sleeping well is associated with health problems such as obesity, diabetes, weakened immune systems, and some cancers. Let's look at the importance of sound restorative sleep. Good quality and restorative sleep is essential for day-to-day functioning. Studies suggest that sleep quality rather than quantity has a greater impact on quality of life and daytime functioning. Healthy sleep in children improves the child's overall wellness and development. Poor quality sleep has a greater negative impact on health, well-being, and satisfaction with life. Quality sleep is responsible for alertness, improved functioning, and better quality of life. Disrupted sleep can have a negative effect on sleep life and relationships, affecting a person's mood. So when you sleep well, you are able to better articulate what you have to do. You are less prone to accidents. You are well able to do your task. Sleep loss is linked to major diseases, major cardiovascular diseases. When you don't sleep well, it demoralizes your immune response and it makes you to eat more. And then when you eat more, you add more flesh, you add more fat. Lack of sleep is one of the largest risk factors of obesity. A research conducted showed that adults not getting enough sleep in at least 55% more likely to be obese. 89% of children are more likely to be obese for not getting enough sleep. Getting the right amount of sleep improves hormone quality of, for example, cortisol, which when you sleep well, it reduces the level of cortisol that is released. And then you are able to eat less and you are able to manage your task better. Better sleep improves insulin sensitivity and improves testosterone levels in the body, which means that you have more energy to do your task. Good sleep improves your immune system. Getting enough sleep per night helps you fight off being sick. In a study, it was found that people who sleep less than 7 hours are 3 times more likely to develop cold than those sleeping 8 hours or more. Sleeping helps improve learning. Good sleep lowers the risk of developing depression. It has been estimated that 90% of people with depression do suffer from sleep apnea. People who sleep more naturally eat less. Get enough sleep. Your hormone levels that is in charge of causing the cravings for food reduces. But when you don't sleep more, you discover that you crave more food, more sweet things, more eating, because the cortisol level in your system is high. And then when you eat high, it gets accumulated as weight, as belly fat on your abdomen, and for some people, they tend to add weight, which invariably will lead to obesity. Sleep helps you to be more empathetic with others. When you sleep more, your body is calm, your body is relaxed, the toxin in your brain is cleared away. When people are talking and are frustrated, you'll be able to relate more with their emotions. But when you don't sleep well, you are easily anxious, you are alert, you are easily irritated, you are not able to read people correctly. So, when you sleep well, you are much more calmer in how you reason, in how you execute your tasks with much more efficiency, and you are less prone to making mistakes. When we lose sleep, learning and memory and mood are affected. Sleeplessness also causes inflammation, hallucination, and high blood pressure. Lack of sleep has been linked to obesity and diabetes. Studies have shown that sleeping for less than 6 hours per day increases stroke risk by 4.5 times compared to those getting a consistent 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Scientists think that it is because accumulation of waste products in the brain has a link to dementia and death. During our waking hours, our brain cells are busy using up our day's energy sources, which get broken down into adenosine. As adenosine builds up, it increases the urge to sleep, also known as sleep pressure. In fact, caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors pathway, which tends to keep you alert, to be more awake. So these other waste products are built up in the brain, and if they are not cleared away, they collectively overload the brain and are thought to lead to the many negative symptoms of sleep deprivation. When we sleep, our lymphatic system acts as a clean-up mechanism which removes this build-up of toxins in our brain. And this lymphatic system is much more active when we are asleep. So in the course of the night as you are sleeping, your system on its own is cleansing your brain, cleansing your system. And then when you wake up, especially when you have a deep sleep, you wake up refreshed. You wake up ready to take on the day. You wake up mentally alert. You wake up a better person, being better refreshed than you were when you sleep. So sleep is a necessity. if you want to enjoy healthy living. We already know that anxiety can be triggered by lack of sleep. So what are the tips to get a good night's sleep? Go to bed at the same time regularly. Make sure you dim your lights in your room. Your beds are made gadget free. That means the light from your computer is off, the light from your phone is off, because those lights tend to affect your brain. It makes it think that it is daylight when it's actually the night. You should maintain a cool temperature in your room. Don't stay awake in your bed. Avoid caffeine and alcohol in the night. In fact, don't drink caffeine after 2 p.m. during the day. We know that melatonin is the hormone that is responsible for sleeping. So it is less produced during the day, and its production increases during the night, which tends to make you want to sleep at night. So when you are pressing your phone or working on computer, the blue light from the computer and the phone affects your brain. So it keeps you awake longer. So when you want to sleep, make sure you stay away from your phone and computers for at least 2 hours or more before you sleep. Sure, you apply all these things, and make sure you take your sleeping habits. Very important. If you like our videos, kindly subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you get our videos as soon as they drop. And also visit our website, www.healthiswealthy.com, for more info.